Hey everyone, happy Veterans Day. Hope everybody had a great weekend and ready for the new trading week. So, I often get asked about what platform I use to chart stocks and what my setup looks like. So, I decided to make a quick video to show you guys how I have my TradingView set up. Once you sign up on TradingView, click on charts right here. Once you're in the chart, you might want to right click on the chart and switch to dark mode from color theme. Once you do that, let's get rid of the buy sell panel and start setting up our indicators. So there are a few indicators that I use day to day: moving averages, RSI, MACD, CCI, and VWAP. VWAP I use only intraday, and I only use it on my thinkorswim. I do not use it on TradingView. So moving averages, RSI, and MACD are probably all-time top indicators of most traders out there, and they're widely used in the industry by traders of all ranks. Yes, that includes Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger. So to set up your MACD and RSI, click on indicators right over here, type in RSI, and after that add MACD. Format your screen however you want it, so it's not taking up too much room or too little of a room. If you click on this cloud, by the way, anytime you make a change, it saves it, but it also autosave is on it. So every minute or so, every minute it's going to be able to autosave everything. So once you set up the RSI and MACD, we can start setting up our moving averages. So I use a combination of exponential and simple moving averages. And the length I use on those are 7 and 20 on the exponential moving averages, EMAs, and 50, 100, and 200 on the simple moving averages, which are SMAs. So if you're using a free version of TradingView though, you're limited to 3 indicators per chart. So for this reason, I publish a script to combine all of the moving averages I use into one script, one indicator pretty much. So if you type in DT21, you see DT21 moving averages, click on that, and you're going to be able to see all 5 of the indicators that I use, all 5 of the moving averages I use, that it gets added automatically. So the colors, let's take a look at that. If you hover over here and click on settings, it's going to show you the colors, and I'm going to explain to you which are which. But they're in order, so you're going to be able to tell. 7 exponential moving average is green. Red one is 20 exponential moving average. Blue one is 50 SMA. Light blue one is 100 SMA, and purple one is 200 SMA. I use these colors for these plots, for these time frames on all the platforms, be it Webull, be it TD Ameritrade, or any other thing that I might use. So that way I don't get confused, and I know without taking a look at it or even thinking about it what the colors mean and what time frames they are. If you double click, you're going to be able to hide the secondary chart where your indicators are, like the RSI and the MACD. And if you open this, you're going to be able to see this as well. Yours probably going to be open because you've never used it before. So there's a watch list over here that you can create, but I don't use it personally. I use something else for that. I always have it folded up like that. And yours most likely is on headlines, but mine's on stock twits usually. I like to be able to read the stock twits, see what every other trader out there is saying, and they're not relevant. Most of them don't know what they're talking about, but it's a good idea to be able to tell what the sentiment is like, especially when it comes to penny stocks and small caps. So that way, since they're fast movers technically, and they are, if somebody starts hyping it up, there might be a lot of buyers, and you might be able to scalp a couple of percent, even more, even sometimes. So it's a good idea to keep an eye on StockTwits, Twitter, Reddit, or whatever other platforms are there. Don't listen to everything, especially the subreddit Wall Street Bets. Terrible idea, but nevertheless. So another indicator I mentioned earlier is CCI. I do not use the standard version of CCI. I use a very heavily modified version of CCI. That script was given to me years and years ago by a very experienced trader. I consider her my mentor. So I'm not taking any credit for it, but I do use it. So I decided to share with everybody. If you click DT21 on the indicators, you're going to be able to add that. But since we already reached the limit of our 3 indicators, we're going to have to remove one of them. So let's remove MACD and type in DT21 again. Oops. I added another moving average, another set of moving averages apparently. Let's click that. So this is CCI I use. The settings are completely different on this. It's not the same as the standard one. So I don't use the standard one. I have not used it since I've started using this one. This CCI indicator makes my life a lot easier. It's a modified version, so it simplifies my trading by giving me buy and sell signals. But we'll cover this in some other video, because we would need to dedicate a whole video just to this, for you guys be able to understand it completely. So for now, if you don't understand CCI at all, I would suggest you do not use it. But if you understand how the scripting works on TradingView, you might want to. I don't know if it's gonna give you the whole. Nope, it does not. Does it? Oh, okay. You're gonna be able to tell. If you know how to script on TradingView, you might be able to read the values and everything and figure it out for yourself. But until I make a video, I would suggest you do not use it, but I was just showing you guys what I use. We can add back MACD real quick. So this next part of the video is not very necessary. It just makes your charting experience a little bit easier. So I would suggest you still do it. Let's start with time frames. Let's add a few most commonly used time frames into our favorites. So let's add 15, 1 hour, 4 hour, 1 day, week, and month. So once you do that, all of those time frames are going to show up at the top over here. So instead of opening the drop down menu and then going and finding the ones that you need, you might want to add your most used time frames into your favorites. That way you have an easy access to them. Next, let's add a couple of tools to our favorites tab. Let's click on the arrow next to trend line and add it to favorites. Same with Gann and Fibonacci tools, and these are the ones that I use. You might use the other ones, that's fine. Go ahead and favorite those, but I use fib retracement and trend-based fib extension. So once you do that, you have the setup that I use mostly. I use a modified version of the Fibonacci tool as well. I might have to make a video about this, or I'll take a look at the premium classes that I taught. I think I talked about that video. I might have to edit that out, that part and post it for you guys. So you guys are gonna be able to tell what I use. There are a few hidden levels of Fibonacci extension as well. So it's very useful. Not everybody knows, and I personally heavily rely on Fibonacci tools for my trades. and making decision on my making a decision on my exit and entry strategies. So I have it's a powerful tool if you are able to master it and if you use it properly in the combination of with a couple other tools. So let's see. Let's get rid of this fib retracement and save the chart. Another useful thing, maybe not for everybody, but for me it is useful because I share a lot of charts with you guys, is this screenshot button. If you click on that camera, you're going to be able to get the current chart that you have, the image URL. So you're going to be able to copy and let's say paste and go. So it's going to give you that. You can share that link with anybody, save image to your local machine, or tweet it out. Another thing you can do is add alerts. So let's say you want to get an alert on your phone or email or text message telling you when Apple goes above $260.15 on the daily chart. Click on that and add alert. So unfortunately though, it is very limited when you're on the free version of TradingView. I made this account just to show you guys from scratch how to set everything up. So but I would highly suggest that you do upgrade to the premium version of TradingView. At least a step up, I think, is $15 or $20 a month. So if you are serious about trading professionally or for a living, or have a decent amount of money invested, I would highly suggest that you make the right investments into your education as well. So, and another thing that it gives you, multi-chart layout. So if you click on the free one, you're not going to be able to do multiple chart layout. So that's one thing to keep in mind. What else? Well, TradingView is packed with so many robust tools, and if I covered every tool their platform offers, this would be a very long video and you would get tired of my voice. So instead, I challenge you to dedicate 1 hour of your time this week, just 1 hour. Instead of gaming, instead of smoking weed or whatever else you do on your spare time, dedicate 1 hour of your time this week into familiarizing yourself with a TradingView platform. Take a look at all these tools. If you have any questions, just hit me up on the Discord and I will be happy to explain to you whatever you might not understand, and help you navigate through this platform. Another thing, if you do want to upgrade your TradingView to a better plan, I'm going to leave my affiliate link down below. I think you get $5 off or something like that per month if you use the link, so you get to save money. And I will also leave the link to our website and to our Discord server if you're not on our Discord server, so you can take a look around and ask us questions, and we'll be more than happy to help. We have some brilliant guys there. So that's all for now. Oh, and another thing I should mention, actually, you see this? It's a delayed data. So for you to be able to get real-time data, you have to pay $2 a month for ARCA, for CBOE, and for NYC, and for the NASDAQ to be able to get live pricing on TradingView. But then again, I said, if you are serious about becoming a trader, if you do have substantial amount of money invested in stocks or in trading, and you trade every day or whatever quite often, I suggest that you do make the investment to your education. Without the right tools, you're not going to be able to be successful. So if you spend it on the right, don't spend it on useless stuff like don't spend it on stock to trade or whatever. There's an app I've seen a couple of people use on Webull and they share about it. It's a terrible idea. You do not need that tool. It's $149 or $200 a month. When I looked into it, and I signed up on their trial just to take a look, and it was completely useless in my opinion. Let's see. Also, keep in mind, investing isn't about beating somebody else at their game or at the game in general. It's about controlling yourself at your own game. So it's about controlling your emotions, about controlling your greed, it's about controlling your fear. So don't ever forget that. Keep that in mind always. Don't chase trades, and happy trading.